I'm going to start with you, Stephanie.
Okay.
Two-part question. Tell me about the magic of this story and what Encanto means to you.
Such a good question. The magic of the story is basically the entire thing, right? You're sort of following this family, the Madrigals, who are an incredible family of people, an extended family, and almost all of them have magical powers. Almost all of them have something extraordinary that they can do. And the entire town sort of revolves around how much these Madrigals help them succeed. And they live in this magical place. Everybody except my character, Mirabel, has a magical power. And so that's sort of the struggle of this character and part of her journey, because the magic seems to be fading. And Mirabel decides that she's the only one that can bring it back. And Encanto is actually a Spanish word for basically anything that's like amazing. Like I'm encanta, yeah, or me encanta esta comida, or like, yeah, but it can be like a magic spell. It can also be an actual thing in nature that is so beautiful that it seems magical. And that's actually where they live in an Encanto. So it's kind of like cool, very metaphor.
Well said.
Thank you.
I was going to say, wow. Right, so, but John, let me ask you this. Then what makes it special for you to be a part of Encanto? Because the diversity of the characters made it special for me to watch this on the screen. It's a beautiful looking film. I mean, the colors and the vibrant and the energy and the music. But what makes it special for you, John?
Well, obviously being a Latin man, a Colombian man, and seeing sort of my people in this animated movie looking so beautiful, and having the leads and having the main story, that was powerful. That felt like my whole life came full circle.
I saw it yesterday, and I just let myself out of the bathroom just to do this interview because I've been seeing
you were in there crying
nonstop. John, I'm going to give you the last word. You're going to tell everybody watching this right now why this is the perfect holiday movie for the entire family to see.
Oh, everybody's got to get out their house and go with their whole entire family and see themselves and see this funny movie, this touching movie. And look, there's no grown, tough Latin man that hasn't seen this movie that hasn't broken down and cried.
That's true.
The story of Encanto is about knowing you have a gift. And I want to ask you this question, my friend. When did you know that you had the gift of telling stories through your music?
I don't know that I knew I had a gift, but I know it fascinated me. And I was always really moved by musical storytelling, and I wanted to get good at it. I remember my mom bringing home the Les Miserables soundtrack and watching her cry every time she heard Bring Him Home from that cast album, and just seeing how deeply moved she was, and thinking, I want to be able to move people like that. I want to write something that makes people feel things. And so that's not a gift. That then comes the thousands of hours of hard work of listening to music and chasing your heroes and writing until you get closer, until you close the gap between what's in your head and what you can actually write.
I talked with your directors and the producers of this amazing film earlier. They were singing your praises, and they told me a story how your dad actually went with you on the scouting mission to Colombia to investigate and research this. Tell me about that.
Yeah, it was really exciting, actually. I don't remember asking him to join us. He just kind of came along for the ride. But what was incredible was to actually, again, we're telling this intergenerational story, and my father and I were both sort of invited to the table, and he had perspectives and stories from growing up in Puerto Rico that I couldn't possibly have shared, having grown up in New York City. And so, I remember one story he told the story team about his grandmother and how there were lots of her kids and the people they married under one roof, and husbands would bring home their paychecks and they all went to Abuela, and Abuela redistributed the money accordingly. And I think that level of power and respect, and the way in which we respect our elders, went directly into the creation of Abuela Alma in this film. And so again, his perspective ended up being really valuable.
So Diane, I'm going to start with you. Everything and everybody about the Madrigal family, there's something special. So I want to talk about what makes Isabella special for you.
Isabella is this sort of like we think that she is already shown all of her cards, right? And I think that what she represents is sort of that untapped potential of actually being yourself. What does it look like to be yourself, to create, to constantly grow? You know, her power is to grow flowers. But if you're growing the same flowers, how much are you growing? You know, if somebody always wants you to sort of stay in this box and do what you do and do what you do well, you know, that's not growth. So I think that what I love about her so much is that she has so much fire inside. And I think that what brings that out is the love of her family, the love that she shares with Mirabel and Luisa. And
what makes Luisa so special is that she is literally able to do everything while holding everything deep inside of her at the same time, her own personal, emotional life. But she's so special because, you know, she can literally do it all. Not only can she maintain physical strength, but she also exercises a lot of emotional strength because she knows that at the end of the day, she's just she has to do what she has to do for her family, and knows she loves her family so much that she will literally do anything for them and for her community as well.
I want to know what your friends and family think about you being a part of Encanto. So you're getting a bonus question, Wilmer. Tell me.
Oh man, it's unbelievable, right? I mean, you think about being part of this long legacy of Walt Disney Animation Films. You know, you think about being number 60, you know, they earlier in the month they released a little video where they did a memory lane of all the Disney classics, and ended with ours as number 60. And you know, I got incredibly emotional, you know, because most of us have grown up with you know, with Disney as this destination, this place where we can, you can dream, you can be who you are, and you can explore and be adventurous. And you know, now we have our own adventure. You know, it's a pretty beautiful thing. And as a father now, to be able to do, you know, a movie like this, that she can grow up watching, a movie that sounds like her, that looks like her, you know, it's unreal, man.
Charise, I want to start with you. Tell me where the Encanto started for you. Where did this story begin? Tell me everything.
It is a long and wonderful journey. Encanto actually started a little bit before I came onto the film. So Byron and Jared, who had worked together on Zootopia, had an idea to pair up with the amazing Lin Manuel Miranda to write a Latin American musical. They went on a wonderful research trip to Colombia, decided to set it there. And then I had the privilege of coming on as a writer a little bit after that. But while they were in Colombia, they stumbled upon the idea of Encantos, which is where the title of our movie comes from. And Encantos are places of natural wonder, magic, and beauty. And it's really the origin point for this whole story.
And Charise is being humble because she came in and created the whole magical realism foundation of this movie. But I'd say early on, we knew, well, first off, we knew that we personally had complex families of our own, and we hadn't seen a whole lot of movies that talked about how challenging families can be sometimes. And so from early on, we all talked actually to our own families and each other, and we had all these things in common. The basic family is great. There's a lot about our families that we don't know, and there's a lot that our families don't know about us. And wouldn't it be great to tell a story like that with an extended family and multiple generations?
I'm going to stick with you, Byron, and tell me about the casita, because to me, the casita is another character of this particular film. No spoilers here, but tell me about the magic of the casita.
So in talking about an extended family and talking about wanting to celebrate the importance of family, family really means home. Your home is what shelters your family. It's what defines you. People walk into your home, they see who you are from your home. And we thought for animation, especially our brilliant Disney animators, wouldn't it be incredible to actually make this a living being, a living part of the family, not just a dwelling, but something that lives and breathes and also tells you where this magic in the family comes from, how it's protected, how the family is doing. Like it's also a great way to tell how well the family is functioning, and it's super fun. The house loves some people. It doesn't like other people as much. It plays favorites. It's very dedicated. It's all about protecting the family, and it's just throughout. It was just an amazing way for us to communicate non-verbally about how the family is, how the health of the family is doing.